Welcome back to another episode of the Gen Y podcast with Haika and Mutesh, a podcast for millennials by millennials, but everyone is invited.
Hello.
One time.
Congratulations.
I almost lost it in the middle there, I'll be honest.
Did you see, this time around I didn't interfere?
Yeah, because I give you a stink eye. I was like, don't say anything, it will wait.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I was like, hang on. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah, how's your week?
Yes, fine, thanks.
Yeah.
How was yours?
It was okay until I got small food poisoning. Not food poisoning, what do you call it? You know when you eat catering food. I broke my
poisoning.
rule. Yeah, I broke my rule and I ate
salad.
No, samosa.
What?
You know when you bite something and even instantly you smell it, you're like,
not right.
Something's not okay.
Yeah, but you just went ham on it.
No, I took one bite and I was like, that's okay.
And that one hurt you?
That was enough.
Poorly.
Now imagine I finished the whole thing.
And where were you? Were you somewhere where you at least you could go and take a nice dump?
Yeah, no,
was it a pit latrine?
No, it did me afterwards though. But also those caterers, they have sausages. You know, just a regular farmer's choice.
Yeah.
Boiled.
What?
They had boiled sausages.
Mutesh, where were you?
They seemed fancy. And then I saw the boiled sausages. I was like, because it was like waffles. So I was like, hey, waffles, these guys are fancy.
Zimbabwe. It's giving Zimbabwe.
No, you know when you see some food, you're like, wow, these guys are fancy. Waffles. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Boiled sausages.
No, thank you.
What's wrong with you?
No.
Are you mad?
They're saving on oil.
Hey.
It's a crisis.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, oil is gold now.
Yeah. Anyway, but the bum is fine.
How
now.
are you feeling right now, though?
It's fine.
You okay?
Yeah. You?
I needed to
I wasn't asking
get...
about your bum, but in general, just the whole you. Is it okay?
I mean, I'm fine.
Yeah? I'm okay. What about your weekend adulting? What have you been up to? Oh, sorry. We can go section by section. Like, how's the head? How's the middle?
Anyway, my
yeah.
week in adulting was alright.
Yeah.
I needed a CRB certificate.
Oh, you read it for?
For some account government.
Yeah.
So it's only a sock.
Yeah.
And I was scared because I was not too sure.
You did have a sock?
I was not too sure if I'm not in CRB or not, because of loans and shit. Do you even take a loan? Do you borrow money?
No, I can't.
Must be nice.
No.
Must be nice. So, because I've borrowed a couple of times and I've gotten a few problems. So I was not so sure if I'll be able to get the certificate. Because it was for this tender thing. And I was just like, So you go into a website, their website.
Yeah.
And then you just apply.
Yeah.
And it was only 100 bob. I was so shocked.
Yeah.
And I got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so happy.
That sounds fun.
I've cleared, I'm a good citizen.
Those are just a red mark next to her name at the
I was just like,
excuse me?
I was not too sure,
I can't borrow money, man. I feel like if I miss a payment, I'll just start freaking out. Yeah.
Missing the payment is where it's just...
Yeah, I don't want to owe anyone.
Yeah. Okay. And we have somebody today as well.
We do.
We have a guest in.
Another guest.
Yes. We're doing so well.
This is incredible. I'm proud of ourselves.
We are so proud of ourselves. We've come from far.
Yes. Who do we have in studio? I like calling it studio now.
It is a studio.
It's not.
Excuse me?
It's a room.
It's a studio with a blanket.
Okay, a room with a blanket. The blanket studio.
It's a studio.
Okay, sour.
Okay.
Who do we have in today?
How you guys doing?
Easy.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. My name is Chim.
Yes.
Khasiani. Chitayi. Tuna.
Hey.
Nwasante.
Damn. Those are names. Many names.
Repeat.
Chimwani.
Chimwani. Chitayi.
Chitayi. Khasiani.
Tuna.
Nwasante.
Wow.
Are all those Kenyan names?
Some.
Yeah. Some of them aren't. You're a mix of what and what?
Something else and Kenyan. Something else and awesome. The Kenyan side is what's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like, I don't know, my 3 names. I feel like my folks are being lazy.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You give me 3.
Straight.
Do you know I found my baby name in a book?
Wow.
And when I found that book, I was so upset with my folks. I was like, this is how creative you guys were. It's just a book and you're like, I guess it's at the end
Mutesh.
of the book. It's like, no, the English one.
Oh.
This is at the end.
Oh, wow.
I guess this one.
If it makes you feel any better,
Yeah.
3 of my names are generic in my family.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Really generic.
Yeah.
Firstborns have the first and second.
Fair enough.
So Chimwani Khasiani.
Yeah.
Then Chitayi I share with one other.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
So my
Chitayi.
names are
But it's not in a
generic.
book.
What does Chitayi mean?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Okay. And Tuna. What does Tuna mean? Kulala.
I have absolutely
Oh, really?
no idea. I have
wow.
no idea. I know, from what I'm told, Chimwani is someone argumentative
Are you?
or an eyeball, one of the two. depending on who I ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Argumentative, I am very argumentative. Well,
Yeah.
I don't say argumentative, I'm very opinionated.
Opinionated.
Then Khasiani means a small man.
Small man. I've got a couple questions.
I'm told it's pretty apt. What yo,
Oh, yeah.
I'm small in stature.
Oh, okay. Sour. Okay. You have to be.
More specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're audio, so people have to be. You have to describe for me.
You have to
like,
describe it a bit.
yeah.
Okay, so
Because I'm
small
told
in stature.
5'8" is smaller.
It's short.
Apparently.
It's short, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently. I don't know. I'm like 6 foot. So.
What?
Listen, it's audio. They can't see me. Shut up. No, I can see me. Shut up.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with it. Welcome, Chim.
Welcome so
Thank
much.
you so
Yes.
much. Thank you so much.
All right. Now you have entered the inner sanctum of the Gen Yers.
Yes.
But you can't just enter. You have to like go through a small test.
Small
Easy.
one.
A small test.
Easy. Me, I'm gang ho.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And people have to know who you are as well. So we've got a few things over here to just what do you call it? Initiate.
Yes.
Yes. Initiate you. Right. So the first one is a test that we'd like to call Finish the Lyrics.
Yeah.
If you are a true Gen Yer, this should be very easy for you.
I'm not so sure about that though.
What?
I failed.
Okay, Haika is terrible at this game though.
That takes a lot of pressure off my shoulders.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You cannot be any
You're
worse than
welcome.
her. You cannot be any worse than her. So this is very simple. All you have to do, we'll give you a few lines of a song, and all you have to do is finish the lyrics. Yeah, that's it. All right. I'll give you 2. All right.
I'll help you.
You do not want her help. All right. I wish I was a little bit taller. Very.
I wish I was a baller. I wish I was 6 foot tall.
Oh,
I wish I had
wait.
I wish I had a phone I could call her.
Wait. Okay.
Chim.
I'll tell you what the blank is.
Okay.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her blank. What's the next one?
I wish I was a little bit tall. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl with a phone I could call. I wish I had. I swear to God, I have it at the it's at the back of my mind and it's gone.
Ooh.
Even me, I have no idea.
What? Yeah, don't worry.
I don't know.
That's not a surprise. We're good.
And the song is actually playing in my mind.
Yes.
Right now. I'm sorry.
I wish I had a
Okay,
funny.
there's actually 3 points. So you get 1 point if you know the name of the song and the artist.
I'm not good with the name.
Okay.
Let me see.
We're together on that
Oh
one.
my gosh. Guys.
The song is
Too
I
short.
Wish, I think.
Too short.
No?
Because he's short.
It has the song has a West Coast beat.
Yeah.
Like from back in the West Coast days.
Well, you got I Wish. So that's good. By Skilo.
Skilo.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I would not have got that
Well,
one.
yeah, okay, fine. All right. So the lyric is, all right, we'll go backwards. I wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish I was a baller.
I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her. I wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat
Oh, with a bat.
and a 6'4" Impala.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Not a 6 foot collar. Or
Yeah, what
something.
were you singing back in the day?
6 foot collar.
6 foot
If you
collar.
want to know, I can visualize the song.
Yes.
The song was on a basketball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll give you
An easier one. Mutesh, don't be too strict. He's the guest. Welcome him.
A way to redeem.
Welcome the
Right?
guest with some ease.
All right. This one's easy, I think.
Okay.
All right. Round 2. When the rain hits my window, I take and dash me some Indo. Me and Timberland, ooh, we sing a jangle. We so tight that you get our styles tangled.
First of all, Mutesh.
What?
What is that?
What do you mean? Guys, that is so easy.
What?
Oh, hold on, is this Missy Elliott?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
It's
Thank
my
you.
window. I can feel the rain.
Sort of. The rain. Yes. Shame on you for not knowing that, Haika.
What part of the song is
What?
that?
That's the beginning
That's
of the song.
the beginning, by the way.
That's
Oh.
literally the beginning of the song.
This is Missy Elliott. Like,
Yes.
When the rain hits my window.
Yes.
Yeah. I swear to God, I'm terrible at this. Being put on the spot. I'm remembering everything except the
except that
lyrics.
bit.
Chim,
Yes.
come to my
Yeah.
side. Just
Yes.
come to my side.
Don't. She's like, in this game, she's minus 100 points already.
And it comes after she's done this whole the hook for
Yes.
I'm super fly.
Yes.
Super duper fly.
This
And
might
I'm
be the first
remembering
guest that we have to kick out of the room.
everything.
Oh, no.
Everything
Yes.
except the
He is
lyrics.
giving me happiness.
Yeah?
That I am not alone in this.
The missing lyrics
Is
when the rain hits my window, I take
A
and
puff of my Indo.
me and Timberland, ooh, we sang a Django. We so tight that you get our styles tangled. Sway on the do-si-do like you loco. Can we get kinky tonight like Coco? So. You'd want to play with my yo-yo. I smoke some hydro on the D-Lo. I can't
You should see
stand the
Mutesh
rain.
over here dancing. We have no idea. We have no idea what you're saying.
How do you not know that song?
Because I don't sing that part.
So Chim, I'm convinced this chick is actually not Gen Y
I
at
am
all.
a Gen Y.
Because
I want to
there's
tell
no
you
song she knows.
how messed up this is.
Yeah.
So I'm here with my partner.
Yes.
I swear to God, she can swear to you. I usually irritate her by playing these songs and singing so off key loudly.
So
Yeah.
now,
word for word, bar for bar.
now that's my
Yeah.
now my question
and
is.
right now I'm drawing a blank.
So now my question is: did people actually know what they were singing, or
No.
they're just making up their own words?
Didn't know at all.
Because I don't think people knew what they
Does
were
it sound
saying.
similar to what I usually sing?
Like, no.
It was like, side eye. Bombastic side eye.
Bombastic. Those are not the lyrics that you sing. Those are not it. That's not it.
No,
Yes.
no.
I don't know. So now what do you do?
I don't know.
Hi. That's the first guest.
Welcome, Chim. Welcome to Gen Y podcast.
All right.
Welcome.
All right.
Welcome.
You don't have to finish any more lyrics.
At least I got the song.
Yeah, the songs are fine. That's good. You didn't even know the songs.
I tried.
And then you're here trying to help people. Yeah, I can help you. How? How are you helping? Gosh.
I've tried.
All right. In lieu of those, what we need to do is get to know you a little bit better.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to do some quick fire questions. You don't have to explain anything. You just answer and we move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even if you're curious about anything, you can't ask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My
you just
bad.
go. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right. What was your favorite age growing up?
Mid-20s.
What was the last TV show you binge watched?
Black Mirror. Regrettably, Black Mirror.
What's one thing that you can instantly make your day better?
I'm going to sound like a simp. Spending time with my partner.
Oh,
That's because I don't get to.
okay.
I don't get to often. So.
Okay, fair enough. What's the phone app you use the most?
Instagram.
What's the best concert you've ever been to?
What's his name? Major Lazer.
Oh, you were a couple years ago.
Yes.
Just before pandemic.
Yes, I believe so.
That's-
2018
I was there.
or 2018. I think.
2018-ish. Yes.
So you can ask questions, but I can't.
Sorry.
I just want to
No,
keep
that-
quiet. I just shut up.
But that concert was
Excuse
dope.
me.
That was when he was on a high.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he was on a tear.
Yeah.
I lost my phone and I still liked it.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Okay.
Who or what never fails to make you laugh?
Myself.
What's the best gift you've ever received and why? Yeah, answer. Very. Someone's
Luckily, it's
watching.
not underwear. It's cologne.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice. What's your favorite podcast?
The one we do.
Ah.
My team and I. The crib sheet.
Okay.
For now.
For now.
For now. Wait until the end of this podcast. Yeah. So the crib?
The crib sheet.
The crib sheet.
So CRIB.
Yeah.
SHEET.
Nice. I think we can link that as well in the
Yeah.
show notes.
For sure.
What do you guys talk about?
Everything pertaining to single parenthood and co-parenting.
Oh, wow. Okay.
As we move on into blended families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you start that? What was the inspiration?
So I'm a single parent.
Yeah.
No, I'm co-parenting.
Okay.
My two co-hosts are single parents and they've had a very, very dicey journey.
Okay.
Mine has been relatively easy.
Yeah.
Not because it's been easy, but because I've been truly, truly selfish up until a certain point. So I got to the point where I was like, okay, so I can't keep being this selfish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you had to ask my co-parent, it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard. For the beginning of the journey, I believed all I had to do was provide money. Right? That's it. As long as I do that,
Yeah.
I'm
Everything
good.
is fine.
Right?
Interesting.
So it wasn't planned or anything. It was
Neither of them were. We have two children together. Neither of them were planned.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So were you ready to be a dad, or you just like?
No.
They were not planned.
So I grew up in a household with feminists.
Yeah.
Right? I grew up with two mothers.
Yeah.
And they were feminists. And I grew up, being indoctrinated with that song for We Don't Need No Man, Independent Woman, trademark. I grew up with a lot of Beyonce music in the house. The problem with that is I grew up wondering, then what is my role as a man?
Exactly.
If you can do your own thing, then what am I meant to do? So I began to look at my life and figured, okay, sometimes my mother would struggle, my aunt would struggle. So I was like, okay, cool. You know what? Maybe what I need to do is just provide the money. So when I was told that my former partner was pregnant, it was almost like, can I provide the money? Yes, then I'm good. I'm golden. I'm golden. That's what I needed as a child. I'm golden.
Yeah.
And understand, we did not grow in squalor or anything. Us guys grew up in, my cousin and I, who ideally is like my brother and I, we grew up in Spring Valley. So we didn't grow up in squalor. But there are times, life has its panda shuka. So there are times when money is tight. What happens then? What you're lacking is what you begin to project onto the world and say, if my father were here, maybe we wouldn't
be
lack.
in this situation. Yeah.
You're getting. So that was the situation. Yeah. From there, I got my son first. My son is special needs.
Yeah.
And everyone sort of expected me to run away, which I found very odd.
Because he's special needs.
Yeah. Yeah. So I found that very, very odd. Because I remember everyone acting like, some sort of hero. Have you guys watched, was it Superman where when he's come down to earth, the Cavill, Henry Cavill, where everyone sort of puts their hands on him and he's walking through.
Okay,
and he's walking around like,
in here.
What the hell is going on? Like, for him, it's ordinary.
Yes.
It was the same thing for me. Yeah. Everyone was almost like, oh my God, like, you're a saint and all. I'm like, I'm still the same asshole.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm not going to abandon my child.
Yes.
I don't care what the world gives me. I'm not going to abandon my child. I grew up longing for a place to belong, right? And apart from a few, what do I call them, like sparks here and there, where let's say my father was inspired, reach out or anything. Yeah. Beyond that, I grew up alone. So I grew up yearning to find out about his side of my heritage.
Yes. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So ultimately, when I was told I'm pregnant, don't get me wrong, I threw a fit. I felt baby trapped. I was big mad. Okay. I was big mad.
How old were you at that time?
I was young. I was like 23.
That's young.
Wow. Yeah.
Was I 23 or 24 actually? Yeah. But yeah. I wasn't old. I wasn't young. Like I wasn't 15 or 16, right? Yeah. And I won't say I was earning, but I was moving towards that direction. The company, the startup we were at was very, very promising. And I remember I just giving her the choice, like, you know what? I'm pro-choice. So you decide. And she decided she's keeping. Okay. And I was very upset, but I decided, you know what? She has decided, she has made her choice, so we flow.
Yeah.
Then my son came, he was special needs. Yeah. I had to go and meet her people. Now, another thing, when you're talking about adulting, adulting is appreciating why we have tribalism.
Appreciating
why we have tribalism.
Okay.
People explain that.
So culturally, I'm guessing the two of you happen to be from the mountains. You're Kikuyus, right?
No, not even close.
I apologize for my assumption. But the mother of my children is from the mountains.
Okay.
My wife right now, because we did the whole, like I'm gearing towards the whole Russia and all, is from the mountains.
Okay.
She tries to tell me, Marys and Kikuyus are different. From where I'm from, we don't know the difference. All we know is that culture is very matriarchal. So the children belong to the mother. Where I'm from, the children are whose?
The fathers.
The fathers.
Oh.
And there's no negotiation about that. What usually happens is if I'm not married to the mother of the kids, she will wean them, then bring them. My mother, my sisters, my aunties, my cousins will come around me and help me raise a child. Right? That is the Luya culture.
Interesting.
You're getting? So I began to appreciate this because right from the bat, in my culture, when she got pregnant, I went to go meet her father. I called my uncles. My uncles told me, that's not our culture. Were we with you when you were, when you decided not to do things the right way?
You're doing it out of respect.
No. He told me, listen, we weren't with you.
Okay.
When you decided to do things the wrong way.
Yeah.
You're sleeping with a girl before you, go the right way. She's pregnant now. You decided even then not to go the right way.
Yes. They call it breaking the door. You broke the door.
Breaking the leg.
The breaking the leg.
Kwetu, I had to go nijishtaki. So I sat down with her father. Now, in her culture, that is very disrespectful. What is this little boy coming to talk to this grown man who has achieved? What are you coming to tell this boy? Why aren't your uncles,
the ones coming,
your father, why aren't they the ones coming? That's very disrespectful from a Kikuyu lens. From a Luya lens, I'm doing the right thing. You understand?
Yes.
So you begin to understand that this disconnect is why we have tribalism.
Yeah.
It's, let me not paint it, broad strokes and all, but culturally, these are some of the differences that cause these issues.
Rigidity.
You get? Right now, we are okay. Right? But at the time, he feels like my people disrespect him. Then he blasts me and tells me, leave my house. I walk away saying, your father has disrespected me.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I have youth and energy on my side, enough to brew and stew on those problems. You're getting?
Enough.
So I walk away with an anger, a hatred that only youth can truly find.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You're getting?
Yes.
So you walk away saying what? These Kikuyus are.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
And he sits there saying, these disrespectful lawyers. And now we have a problem.
Yeah.
Now we have a problem. Yeah. So
Interesting.
adulting was now getting to a point where you realize, you know what? I have a daughter now. I understand where this man was coming from.
Yeah.
I would also feel very offended if she were to get pregnant and the boy's family decide we are not getting involved.
Yes.
I'd be very offended. That shows how little you guys care about my daughter.
daughter.
Or your grandchild.
Yeah. I don't know if this is an appropriate question, but like, is there a change? I feel like there's a change, generational shifts that are happening.
With Gen Y.
Yeah. Gen Y, Gen Zers, and Gen Alpha, I'm sure will be different as well. I don't know. What's your opinion? Do you think that some of these rigid kind of customs and things are slowly shifting?
I'd say this. Because Gen Z are young, they're still very hard-headed.
Yeah.
But ultimately, when you sit at the table, you're not sitting at the table with your peers. Your peers are not the ones, your cousins, your brothers and sisters are not the ones to welcome your partner into the family or to hand you over to your partner's family. It's your parents.
True.
So ultimately, there is there's a situation where the chicken, let me not say the chicken will come home to roost. It's better to say there's a come to Jesus moment where ultimately now you have to bring your parents. And that's where there's a bit of a disconnect. Well, I'll give Gen Z and millennials some credit. Is it gets to a point where millennials are less like, you know what? Yo, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
This is who I like.
Yeah.
We have made it work for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Except
I'm marching down this. I'm marching down this path.
Yeah.
You guys can, you can join us along for the journey or fuck you, we'll meet at the grave.
Yeah.
Like ultimately, because that's where we're all headed. We'll meet at the grave.
It still throws me off with a family member who would just be like, oh, where is she from? I'm like, that in my head it never I don't know why it never ever
So
was in part of the calculations.
I want to give this a very, very dark twist.
Yeah.
I used to think you could do away with family. I can do whatever I want with the people I love and the people who accept to be in my life. And then my mom fell ill in 2020 was when it was detected she had cancer. Right? In 2020, my mom fought a good fight. She had some very good days and some really dark days. Sorry, my voice has gone low.
It's fine. It's okay.
When my mom fell ill, you know what I realized? I need my family to help me. Right? We don't have enough money. I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
When cancer knocks at your door, you don't really have enough money for what you think. Your money, it doesn't stretch as long as you do because you're constantly in for chemo, constantly in for, there was chemo and there was radiotherapy. And then there's the special diet. Then there are the hospital visits. Then there is when she's feeling sick, all the medication she has to take. Then there is the traveling from, at the time we used to go from Kakamega to Eldoret for specialized care.
Yeah.
Your money runs out.
Yeah.
Guess who you're going to have to rely on?
Yeah.
Your friends will do whatever they can up to a certain point. They're young. They still have to, they still have themselves to look out for.
Yes.
So you start turning to your family.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the point where you begin to realize why people eventually kowtow to culture.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not about me believing that our culture is best. It's about me actually making how do I call it? It's a calculated decision to kowtow where you say, you know what? I needed these guys. I need these guys.
Yeah.
They don't accept who I am as I am. I've always been a rebel. I've always been the black sheep in my family. I've always been a guy who was always expected to fail, and somehow you don't fail. You do well, but you end up fucking it up because of my personality type.
Yeah.
I am self-sabotaging, then I fall off and I come back again, right? So you begin to realize, okay, such and such an uncle has resources. There are some deep pockets, right? But they don't like who I am. So you begin to change. You begin to mute yourself.
Yes.
Right? You fit into the mold.
Yeah.
So that they do not use you as an excuse to punish your mother.
Yeah.
Or they do not, don't even give him the opportunity to use that as a stick or for your aunt to use that as a stick to hold over your mother's head.
True.
Right? Then my mother passed away.
My condolences.
That's in 2023 in February.
Oh, sorry, yes.
And we needed the family once again to come together.
Yeah.
And that's when you begin to realize, guys, it really doesn't matter how progressive you think you are. Ultimately, the chicken always come home to roost.
Oh, yeah.
You go back to your people and they have to accept you. The most your friends will be able to do is maybe throw a funeral at, and there's nothing wrong with this, but maybe throw a funeral at Langata Cemetery, right? But if you ever do want to be laid to rest at home, if you will ever need help between the journey from that transition of finally being death into finally being laid to rest.
Yes.
If for instance you're sick, then that transition from sickness into death and being laid to rest, you will need your family. And that's where it becomes very difficult for you to just say, I'm Gen Z. I'm doing my own thing. Yeah, I'm Gen Y. I'm doing my own thing. Yeah. It becomes very difficult.
Deep.
Yeah.
Profound. Very profound.
So,
yeah, right?
no, because I had a question, but I'm like, how do you? So, what is the hierarchy of your identity?
Okay, so
is there one?
The way I look at myself, when my mother was alive, I used to define myself by saying, first and foremost, I'm Chim.
Yeah,
I am a man. Take it how you will. I don't care. I'm a man. That means I have to stand 10 toes down, 2 feet on the ground. I protect, I provide for me and mine, right? When we move on from there, the next step is what? After the provision, the protection has been handled, who am I? Then I begin to say, okay, so I am a rebel. And for a long time, I used to be a rebel without a cause. I just used to like, messing things up just to live in the
Disruption.
chaos. Yeah. I really, to date, I really enjoy living in the chaos. I do. But then I begin to ask myself, okay, so the people around me, my children, the mother, my kids, my partner, can they exist in that chaos? They can't. So then I evolved out of that. So
is there like a bit of like selfishness in that?
I am very selfish.
Yeah.
It's enlightened. I look at it. So this is now personal philosophy, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yes, sir.
So I'm Chim. I'm a man, first and foremost. Number 2, I was my mother's son. My mother's been laid to rest. God bless the dead. I am no longer my mother's son. That goes out. I was a rabble rouser. That goes out. Where what are we left with? I'm still Chim. Then you begin to define yourself by saying, I am their father. I am, you guys know that saying this is someone's pillar of strength doing you jingayote.
Yeah. Imagine that.
I'm a man. I am their pillar of strength.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
From there, I then begin to transition into defining myself by my accolades, accomplishments, and what I'm doing today. Yeah. So you'll say, for a while it was, I'm Chim, I'm the founder, the editor of Mpasho. That I lost Mpasho. So then it became, I'm Chim, I'm a businessman. I am currently building podcast networks. This and that, building different, like a media network. Let me not say podcast, let me say a media network, right? So that's what I'm currently doing, among other businesses. I run a tattoo parlor, things like those. Ultimately, I'm a man. Going back to what you asked about selfishness, there's a philosopher I really like who is very controversial. She's called Ayn Rand. Aynrand. Ayn Rand. I think her book was called Atlas Shrugged. I might be wrong on this, but her basic philosophy is enlightened selfishness. Basically, I cannot help you if I'm not okay.
Very true, though.
I can't. And the nature of human beings is, I will want you to help me despite your situation.
Yes, because we are very
selfish.
Exactly.
I need 200 bob. You have shikad 500 bob. Even a G. I need 200 bob. I don't care that maybe of that G, what is actually yours is 200 bob. Because you're running a business, you have overheads, you have to pay people, you have debts, perhaps coming, let's say, for example, coming out of COVID, you had debts or anything, right? I don't care. All I see is, I need 200 bob, you're holding a G. Why aren't you giving me 200 bob? I mean, you have a G. Why don't you give me 200 bob? Right? So, Ayn Rand's philosophy of self, is called what? Enlightened selfishness is basically, I cannot help you until I get right. And until I get right, is fuck you.
Yes. Agreed. Oh, I'm saying agreed.
It's not a pleasant philosophy to hear out loud, is it?
I don't I can't.
No?
I agree.
You're like that as well?
No,
like
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not. Nowhere close.
Yeah?
Are you like that, Mutesh?
No.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
difficult part comes in with knowing
Yeah.
when are you finally done with trying to keep your head above water. Because sometimes you're constantly just fighting to keep your head above water.
Yeah.
When do you finally realize, I'm breathing air, my head is above water?
Yeah.
I'll give you a case in point. I had to come to the realization that I have a good woman. I was very selfish. Very selfish. I had to come to the realization that, you know what, guys, I have a good woman. What the fuck am I doing running around these streets?
Okay.
I'm dealing with Njoki blood fucking kazi yake ni kunitisha pesa ya nywele. Msee, shika mbao nyoa kichwa safu ka balloon. Whose lyrics are those? First of all? No nini.
You got me.
Seriously, I'm dealing with kama si Njoki ni Adiambo blood fucking Adiambo ananiambia ni aje sijakula. Am I your father? Why are you asking me hujakula? You're telling me like I'm your tapeworms you're negotiating with.
Yeah.
Mutesh, you've not got those ones. Will you please help me with 2 G's?
They're always there.
Urgently.
They're always there. They're always there. And from like years ago.
Yeah.
You're getting?
Yeah.
So I had to learn. And my mom was very instrumental in this. My mom told me, she's a good woman. She, my partner, and she's in the room. Cover your ears. The truth is, I have always had a series of good women around me. For some reason, God has a sense of humor.
He does.
God always, the fuck niggas will always have a string of women who are actually good women.
Yes. Yeah.
The fuck nigga, yo. I have guys who are good guys. My best friend is a good guy. I won't mention his name, but it's like, he's a bleeding heart. Mother, I've seen this guy get fucked over. I'm like, how did you not see that coming? Anyway, he's a good guy. The women around him are always selfish. Like, not yet, like, I will cut off my nose to spite my face. Selfish.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I have the type of woman who will tell me, I don't have much.
Yes.
But you're rebuilding. I'm willing to put in my last coin.
Yes. And
to your dream.
Yeah.
As long as you are moving forward. Now that I'm mature, that's the woman I hold on to.
Yeah, but
it took her coming with me to see my mother in hospital. It took her coming with me, lying in, we had, this is 2 private rooms for my mother. And my woman came to meet my mom. We did not know my mom was in hospital, but when we knew, she was like, I'm willing to stay here. I'm willing to help as long as it takes. Mse.
Yeah.
Mse.
It's a good girl.
That's why I'm like, when Ali was like, as a simp, that is, my thing is this, me, I'm still gangster, gang, all the way down.
Okay.
Anyone that knows me knows this. However, I kid you not, I'm gangster, gang. However, I always, there's a benediction to do with my woman. And what my prayer is always, Lord, help me have the discernment, the clarity of mind to discern when I have a blessing in my presence. Right?
Powerful.
Honestly speaking. Yeah. And it helps that I've seen the takataka that is Nairobi, the Nairobi dating. It really helps. That I've also been that takataka.
Wow.
So so before you get to this like realization and you're realizing things have to change, or you meet someone where you're like, what am I doing? I need to focus. What was that like? Life like before that? What were you up to in the Nairobi streets?
I mean, like,
like
simple. For me,
did you have any long-term relationships in that time, or it was just one night stands and just moving on?
I've had long-term. As I said, I was blessed with some very good women. I have only had, I believe, 3 or 4 relationships. They were all good women. And I was not the best of partners.
All right.
And I was not the best of partners.
Okay.
I never gave them any headache in terms of, hey, that's a lie. Honestly, me, I've been found in bed with other women.
Wow.
I have been found in messed up situations.
Right.
Yeah.
That is a facet of my idiosyncrasy. Everyone has their issues.
Yes.
I have mine, right? I'm not proud of this anymore. There's a time I used to wear this as a badge of honor. I'm not proud of it anymore. You mature, you know better, so you do better.
Yes.
Say me, I can count for you places in the CBD I've dinyad.
Yeah.
Are you
May I
serious?
count for you places I've been in West in the Gary I've dinyad.
Wow.
I can count for you places. I broke my knee. I had my knee broken by someone's husband.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And I was naked when that happened.
Oh my
Right.
goodness.
Nilipigwa no uchi. Nilipigwa no uchi.
Yeah.
Just to give you an understanding of I was, you know the way women said nimeoga narudi soko. Ni sisi ndo unapata. Ni sisi. Utafinywa kama parachichi na utupwe. Mtu anakuja na ana window shop na kufinya kama avocado and he puts you back and he goes.
And then character development.
The owner turns you, puts you the one part that is still looking good. And then your husband gets you and is like, I swear I've been cheated. I've been cheated.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm responsible for a lot of broken hearts and a lot of messed up minds.
Yes.
And some of my exes have come back and told me, yo, you did me dirty. You say you did me dirty.
Yeah.
You did me dirty.
I read something recently about how men, a lot of the things they do is not even just for their satisfaction, it's actually to impress other men.
Which is true. Yes.
So a lot of the things that they literally socially that they do is actually for approval of other men.
Until they mature.
You want to look like the guy who gets all the chicks, the tough guy, the whatever.
Yeah.
It's all to impress other guys.
Yes.
So I don't know. Did you have like a crowd of guys that you used to roll around with, and then did
like,
this kind of hype you up?
Jogo wa Gigi.
So again, I'll give you a brief history, but it'll be quick.
Yeah.
I was always skinny. I was that kid that was just skinny. I have big teeth, so they were bigger than my head. So my teeth used to hang out.
They don't look big now. Okay.
I grew into my teeth.
them.
Okay,
You know, guys, I told you, grew into your skull. I grew into my teeth.
Okay.
I was skinny. I was ashy. I had a bad attitude. I was antisocial. I did not socialize. My most prominent feature, other than my nose, are my teeth. So it's a big nose and teeth that look like a mustache under the nose. Then I had my ugly duckling moment. I glowed up. And when I glowed up, I promised myself, mtanitambua. Simlinikata. Mtanitambua.
Come here.
Na nilikuwa nafieka kama slasher. Actually, in uni, I had a friend called Fox and our nickname was Slasher. Ilikuwa unafieka. Unafieka kufieka. Right? Then you get to a point where you're like, actually, then that becomes your reputation. So everyone knows. Unachim.
Slasher.
Say.
And you kind of you kind of lean into that
It
reputation.
feeds your ego.
Yes.
It feeds your ego, especially coming from a point where everyone used to mock you for being skinny. Now you've come into your own.
True.
People who you didn't used to talk to call you and invite you for parties.
Yes.
Niaje? Kuja, come through, Mr. Bitches. Come through. Kuja. You're getting?
Then you start getting that identity. So it's like,
It then gets to a point where, as you said, while you're still immature, you will even create stories. And let's be honest, bro. Even at 40, once in a while, you'll create stories for your niggas. So they remember, they know.
He's still a man.
Hata kama Simba imenyeshewa, bado ni Simba.
Sio pata.
You let them know, nikiamua kunguruma, utatetemeka.
Mutesh, do you have a story like that?
I don't have a story. I'm a good guy. Me. Very humble.
Hey, maze. And then, unfortunately, that also comes through, even when you have a solid woman around you, the unfortunate truth is, once in a while, ultimately, we are still our inner children. We are still our inner children.
Yes.
And what you do, especially when you're seeking validation, is what your inner child thought it needed to do to be popular or to feel comfortable. So sometimes you'll pata utadanganya say mimi nilifieka ile kitu. That time you at home sleeping.
Guys have stories every day.
And then you say, alafu unaanza kuuliza, msee, hizi stories za Chims, stories za chaba. Who say? He said he was where? Which day?
I saw you. I saw you yesterday. What are you talking about?
Chim, I have not seen you fixing a puncture today. Ati you aware? Msee. But that shit happens.
So it used to feed your ego. Completely.
Big time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because I've been trying to figure out, Nairobi's got a reputation, especially the guys in Nairobi. So I've been trying to figure out what are guys trying to prove out there? You know what I mean?
You guys are just trying to prove to yourselves.
What are we trying to prove though?
That you're the man.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But
you're the alpha.
We evolved that way.
Oh my God.
It's evolution. Even when you look at, I kid you not, guys, whip out your phones, look at why our dicks are shaped the way they are. It's
Why
because
are
of that
they?
competition, wanting to be that guy. So it's shaped that way to dig out the previous guy's sperm.
Yes, true.
Like for us,
True.
that competition, it gives us life. It gives us life. That is why niggas will be in the bank and they'll salimiana like, you know? Meanwhile, other niggas are in the bar. The guy who can drink the most, what a salimiana nika.
Bazoo.
And the nigga who gets bitches.
Yeah.
Now that's the unifier because ultimately all men want fuck. Now huyo sasa ndio ule msee.
Yes.
Ule
He's
ndio ule
that
msee.
guy.
But we evolved to be that way. We did.
Yeah.
My sexual strategy, the ultimate sexual strategy, the achievement, the fulfillment of my sexual strategy is for me to sow my oats far and wide. What is a woman's ultimate sexual strategy? Ideally, fuck the modern Nairobi nonsense, but ideally to get the best man's seed. Then once she has secured the best possible genetic material, it then becomes about securing the best provider.
True. So let's go back. When you were this fuckboy, did you ever experience heartbreak?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe give us a story there.
I've ever cheated on a girl and she found out I was heartbroken. And she looked at me and wondered, why is this nigga crying?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Ted.
So
you started crying?
Hey.
Oh.
She was bouncing.
she busted
She
you.
was bouncing. First of all, how dare you bust me? First of all, how dare you find out?
Damn.
How dare you find out?
Yeah.
Secondly, how dare you make me feel bad? Why would you make me feel bad?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
you know I love you,
Yeah.
right? We can't debate that.
Yeah.
You know I love you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, everyone has their demons.
Yeah.
Mine just so happens to be in this regard. So I stumble. I
Yes.
fall.
Yeah.
And you're going to leave me. All the years we've been together, they don't amount to anything.
So
They
you
don't amount to
justified
much.
it in your like you
No, there's no justifying what I did. It's I'm just women always say communicate what? Communicate your feelings. I'm communicating my feelings.
Yeah.
I'm heartbroken that you're threatening the future, the fundamental future that we have together.
Yeah.
You're threatening this shit.
Because I'm fucking another girl.
Who does? I don't even know the bitch's name. I don't know the bitch's name. The bitch doesn't count. I think she's a non-entity here.
Oh my God.
She's a non-entity. And I was heartbroken. I was devastated. That is one example. Another example is finding out that someone you considered like I could actually get serious with you. Only saw you as a fuck nigga.
That's right. Oh, that one. I think that one hurts probably more.
Yeah.
The one that you want that babe like genuinely, and then she's like, I knew.
No, we just fuck better.
To be honest with you, that one, it'll hurt more if she decides this guy's caught feelings that stop. But as long as you're still fucking, the pain will go away. You'll work it out of your system. You'll fuck it out of your system.
Yeah.
Bro, I kid you not, you love a woman, but you're a fuckboy who has still not figured things out. And she catches you fucking, and she leaves.
Yeah. Heartbreak.
Yo, why would you do me like this?
Okay,
Think about most of the R&B songs. What are they about? She caught me cheating. She's leaving.
Yeah.
Why? These other bitches don't mean
Because
shit.
you're an asshole. That's
They don't
why.
mean shit.
But wait,
Oh
let
my
me throw this to
God.
you. Do you think the pain is more the lack of control over, like, she's the one making the decision to leave, not you? You're not the one making the decisions. She's the one making the choice, like, this is over for me. I'm gone. I'm done with this relationship.
There is an element of that.
You know, you have no control over her going. She's gonna go. So now,
You see, there's an element of that, but ultimately, the way I look at it, I'm a very logical person, and I always go back to how we were designed through evolution. A man will always catch feelings for one. That is why every harem had its queen bee. Every pimp has its. I know the connotations. But every pimp has even the word bottom bitch, but the bottom bitch is the main. Basically, every nigga has his main, right? The main is the one who I'll go to war with my brother over. Like, if he disrespects her and I check him and he still goes ahead, we have a problem now. You're getting? There are others there are women who will tell you, because in this Nairobi of ours, "De matamua, you broke my heart, let me fuck you, bro."
Yes.
Nikuumize. And at the back of your head, you're like, "Sasa who mjinga." You don't realize it's your mother that is feeling pain. It's your father who will go and say, "Sasa huyu amedinywa na wengi." Me, I don't care. And then kuna ule. There's a reason these memes exist. She said hi to that one nigga, your neighbor, who you are insecure about. Yeah. He didn't even have to pat her thighs. Bro, that shit cuts. That shit cuts.
Oh, really?
It cuts.
Interesting.
Just saying hi and smiling. The way that she does for you.
Yes.
Why are you doing this? Why?
A guy can lose his
It was just a
mind.
simple hi.
I know. A guy can lose his mind. Lose his actual
We're
mind.
just being friendly. We're just being friendly, you know.
For why?
To the neighbor.
We know that smile. That's
Exactly.
That's a specific
Exactly.
smile. We know that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That tone. Hi.
Yeah. Like, "Oi." When you're saliming the watchy, you don't use that tone.
I've had my wife do this. I can't remember what had happened. Then she greets her sounds like she has this thing where she says, hi. We had a problem with that guy. He doesn't know why.
Yeah.
He does not know
He
why.
just
He does not know why.
He just living life. Someone said hi, and now someone hates me.
He
What the
doesn't know
fuck?
why.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey.
remember when we were talking about how women have plan A, plan B, plan C? That's how we plan. Plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D.
Backups. Yeah.
Just in
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Just in
So the
case.
guy, when you hear that tone, when you hear that tone, you're like, hey, whoa, that guy. Why did he get that high?
And then that guy is oblivious.
Yeah.
Yes,
He
of
shows his
course.
teeth from
Yes,
ear
that's
to
right.
ear.
It's fine. Let him show his teeth. It's fine. Right now we are very cordial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be scared of the guy that like your babe like dresses a mini skirt around. That's not the guy to be scared of. No. It's the guy that she says,
Maze. Early in the morning, as you guys are going to Gari to go Jobo, that can hide the chat. You look at nigga like, and then the guy starts wondering, hey, say Chims, what's going on? What did I do?
Very interesting.
yeah, we know you. We know you.
It's
Mnaongea
fine.
football naambia ndakupiga. I've told you how many times I need to tell you?
Yes.
I've told you Chelsea's rebuilding. I'll beat you now. And nigga is like,
going
yo,
on?
this cannot be
just
about
football.
football. This cannot be about football. Ooh, yo.
Even you guys know you're doing it.
No, we don't actually.
But
No, but if you're good looking, we'll say hi.
you see, that one, she just said it. She just did it. She just did it. That's the one to be
The
scared of.
nigga is ugly, but he's tall and buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, nakuchoma. Because you're looking at him, you're like,
There's nothing I can do about this situation.
Maze, sura ni personal. Lakini he's buff, so you know you can't even threaten him. Sura ni mbaya, so you know he has nothing to lose.
Yeah.
If it comes down to it, he has nothing to lose.
It's okay.
Hey.
If he's a rock looking
Like I said,
motherfucker,
me, I'm a short
just
guy.
take her. It's fine.
5'8". How am I competing
Bring
with
her
6
back by
feet?
11, please. At least. It's okay. We just need to let go of some things.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Or accept.
Yeah.
Or accept some
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you're not the only man
Yeah.
in the compound, in the neighborhood. And women, or let's just say human beings.
I think human beings
Need
in
other
general.
human beings in
in
general.
general are just very selfish and
Yeah.
protective, and they want everything.
Yeah, and you know,
I want you to be the center of my world. Like I should be the center of your world, basically.
you are.
Uh-huh.
But you know, you
but-
can't be the only guy who entertains me every day, every night.
I was set up
true.
a stage. Don't. Give me 5 minutes. Curtain call. What are you saying?
Listen, we do not negotiate with terrorists. Until you're telling me, I should just accept.
No.
You should be the cause of all my happiness, is what we are saying.
Listen,
Or
there
you
are
can't
only
be.
there are only 3 other men who are allowed, once I'm in the picture, to be the cause of your happiness.
Yes.
Father,
God
Son,
the
Holy
Father,
Spirit. Yeah.
God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Not even your father.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't
Not
want to
even
be
your
in
father.
trouble today.
It's just me.
Okay. Fine.
It's just me.
Just
you
know.
see something funny.
What?
You see something funny, pick up your phone and call me.
Every other man is like,
Okay, yes, that's true. We
Listen,
do that. We
why is
do
your
that.
neighbor
Yeah.
cracking jokes? He became funny all of a sudden when he's talking to. I talk to the same guy and he's dry. His shit is stale. All of a sudden he's began cracking jokes now.
but the funny guys, those are the scary ones. When a chick is like, the way she's laughing. Divorce?
Divorce? No. You just have to accept.
I just know
No,
it's
but
over.
women know the truth. That's why if you have a best friend,
Yeah.
if she begins to laugh at all of your guys' jokes, you immediately begin to pick up on that. Immediately.
That's true. Yeah. Also, there's some tidbits, some small things that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That people are able to pick up.
Yeah.
Yes. But if you're a loyal woman, like your partner and I, us, we are loyal to our husbands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
When we see something interesting, we call our husbands. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
When we see our neighbors, we don't even laugh and smile. We just have a good day like this.
Good day, sir.
Yeah. Good day.
Nice. Okay.
Listen to all these jokes.
Yeah.
Come and tell them to me like they're yours.
Yes.
Don't start telling me. I want to hear that.
Yeah, that works. That works as well.
Wafula had this funny ass joke. No. Just come and tell me the joke as if it were yours.
Yes, that is true. Yeah.
Wait, so now back to you. When was it the aha moment? Yes, we're doing Oprah now. What is that moment you're just like, hey,
I need to
this
change.
is enough? Yes. Was it just too much in the end?
I needed to change who I am as a fuckboy. My daughter kissed the neighborhood fuckboy.
What?
It's a little girl. You know the way little children have crushes, no?
Yeah.
And I know for me, I was in kindergarten, I experienced my first kiss. So when I found that out, I wanted to strangle him because he's like a fuckboy.
Yeah.
He's like a fuckboy.
Yeah.
That's how
light
young
skin.
they start.
Yeah.
You can already see he'll be tall.
Okay. Yeah. Handsome. Good
I saw this
looking.
nigga. I see the way the other girls laugh at his jokes. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Then you say,
We have a
where?
problem now. We have a problem
Did you just get
now.
that flash forward? You're like, oh my God, this is me and this is my daughter meeting a guy like me.
Yo. Then my wife told me, well, she's still a fiancé, but she told me, you do realize daughters always go for who their father is.
It is true.
Yeah.
That was devastating.
100%.
That was devastating.
True.
Right.
I kid you not. I sat down. Our digs, we have we live in our own compound, like a small garden.
Yeah.
I sat down there just counting the grass, just saying, wow,
Yeah.
this is a problem.
That's a scary thought.
This is a problem.
Yeah.
This is a problem. Then we had a conversation with the mother of my kids and I. And she told me, I hope you realize sooner or later your daughter will take an interest in who you are as a man beyond as her father.
Yep.
You get?
Yep.
So right now my daughter is 7. She's asking about tattoos because that's the most significant. Oh, I'm very heavily tattooed.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that's the most significant thing that she can see that differentiates me from most other people.
Yeah.
So she's taken an interest in tattoos. I wear a lot of ripped clothes. Oh, for the audience, I've been heavily ripped jeans.
Yes.
Right now, they're very heavy.
Skinny. Skinny as hell. Very ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah? You can get the picture I'm painting.
Yes.
That is a Nairobi fuck nigga.
Yes. Kabisa.
So my daughter will eventually start to look at
With
fuck nigga.
You know what? And he has a beanie hat on. And he has, oh my God. With the long sleeve tee. Oh, wait.
The uniform.
No,
The uniform.
Oh my God.
Maze.
No, you know those cartoons that open up the closet and they have that one uniform?
Yeah.
It's a black boy.
It is a joke. All my clothes are either grey, blue, black, and it's uniform.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
It's uniform.
Wow. Yeah. So that woke you up now. Okay.
That and seeing some people I love cry, it eventually began to wear me down. You can't be heartless all your life.
Yeah.
Eventually, you will care for someone and seeing them cry will, it'll devastate you. It will devastate you.
Yeah.
Also, my daughter asking, why aren't you with mom?
Yeah.
Are you with, now my wife,
Yeah.
Can you be with both of them at the same time? Then I was like, you know what? You talk too much, but clearly I need to start doing things the right way for you to also learn because it's beyond me speaking. You're watching.
Yes.
And you're learning.
Yeah. That's taken me back to my son when I go and visit him and he asks, you're not sleeping over? He's with his dad. So he's asking, you're not sleeping over, mommy? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I am very mad. I'm going back.
Yes.
He's like,
Because their worlds are very binary. It's very like mom, dad together.
Yeah.
If you're not, how now they have to like start filling those things in. Like why?
Yeah.
Or start explaining to their friends.
Yes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
You've
Today's
raised a
topic
very
has
interesting
gone-
point, though. I had no idea it's a blended family essentially.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So do you have children by your husband?
No, we don't
just
have
like-
children.
You don't
We're
have
not
children
planning on getting children either.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Why?
We don't want children.
Why?
Not
Because-
she's refused. She's like, I'm not doing this again.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he also doesn't want
he doesn't
children.
want either?
Yeah,
Okay,
we
fair
both
enough.
don't want children. We're good. We have enough.
Okay.
I feel like she said that as soon as she gave birth. She was like, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, I did. I said, cancelled.
Yeah.
Cancelled.
Wait, so does the father of your children, of your
My
child,
child.
your son, does he have a partner?
I don't know.
Is he still a fuckboy?
I think so.
Life is all about double standards
Yeah.
because ultimately the mother of my children had to grow up very, very fast.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, had the opportunity to continue being a fuck nigga
Right?
until I finally found someone who I'm like, I didn't protect this person.
Yes,
It's
the
mine.
mother has to grow up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very quick. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Instantly.
And
Like immediately
another
the
double
child comes
standard
in.
is, no disrespect.
Yeah.
Being a single mother sort of puts off a lot of men towards something serious.
Oh.
But for a lot of women, when they see you with your children and they hear you're a single father,
Yeah.
that's an aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
That is an aphrodisiac. Life is full of double standards.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kids and puppies. Took one of them out
Right?
and hey. All of a sudden they were like, hey.
You're so handsome. You're not that short as I thought.
It worked for me.
Yeah.
It worked for me.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
here was able to overlook the asshole in me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when she saw my children, she could see the innocence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The innocence.
Throwing
C'est la vie.
a puppy in there. Oof. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
I remember guys, like back in the day for Black and Wine, guys used to think like that. They used to think about that. Like, I need to take a puppy with me.
Oh, and get a girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because all the girls would be like, wow, oh,
You puppy.
my puppy.
Yeah. Did you try that?
No.
Why?
My dog was rough. I was like, I'm not taking this thing anywhere. All the chicks will be running like, what is that? Is that a dog? Are you sure? You found that thing to do, so no. Nope, that wasn't going to work.
Mutesh, what's the topic for today? We don't even know. This
By
topic,
the way,
You went out the window, don't worry about it.
I apologize
It's
for
fine,
the chaos.
it's fine.
it's
Fine.
gone
This is really
everywhere.
interesting.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
I actually really like the dad angle because in fact, we were talking with Haika and I was asking, like, I know quite a lot of women actually who have guys who, as soon as the baby came, off they went and they just disappeared. So I was really fascinated as to why that is. So even you saying that was the opposite, you were like, I'm taking responsibility.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that.
My instinct was to run.
Oh, yeah?
My instinct was to flee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, the way I look at it, I have a mentor. So I became a better man once my mentors stepped into my life.
Okay.
Right.
But when we were having conversations with them, I remember them telling me there's no man who is ever truly
Ready.
No. A woman will say, because it's her body, she will say, I can feel the changes.
Yeah.
Come what may, I'm keeping, and I will love it. The man at the back of his mind will be told, yeah, so I'm pregnant. Now he begins to evaluate seriously and say, do I really see myself settling down with her?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yo, is this the type of woman who I think would make a good mother? Forget settling down with. Would she make a good mother?
Yeah.
Shit. Do I have enough resources? Shit. Am I done playing the field?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's usually
that's
the
a big-
last hang up. That's
I
usually
think
the
that's a
last
huge
hang up.
fear.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a huge fear for guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from my experience, that's usually the very last hang up where you're like, shit, have I run through enough poon?
Yeah.
Shit.
Genuinely, yeah. I
Yeah.
think people that's
Interesting.
And that's why my advice usually to guys, this is tangential. Allow me. Allow me.
Go in.
My advice to guys is always, as a woman, what I'll teach my daughter, do not carry before you marry. As a guy, make sure before she carries, you've married. Because it gives you that, I'm not saying it's complete. Nothing in life is foolproof.
Yeah.
But it gives you the safety parameters of, even if he flees, he can only flee two back before your parents, his parents, step in and tell him, yo, you need to chill. We got your back. You chose her as your wife. You're doing this. Buckle down. Right? Hey, because I won't lie to you. I've seen niggas flip.
Yeah.
The most responsible guy.
Yeah.
You're told, yo,
Yeah.
they are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. These were twins.
Yo.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like it's
It's tough.
Yeah. It's not
Scary.
I think it's like one of those fears men can't admit. Like it's a huge, it's one of the biggest fears. It's actually just stopping, literally stop, settle, be here, be present. And it's like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That is scary.
Also because as Kenyans,
Yeah.
we didn't really get to learn what fatherhood was from our parents. Think about it. I'm a child
They were the old school.
of
They were the original
old-
fuckboys.
Yeah,
Those guys.
I'm a child of the late 80s,
Yeah.
which means I grew up in the 90s. And what I remember seeing from my uncles or my neighbors, it's mzee anakuja, everyone scatters.
True.
Sits down with a newspaper.
Yep.
Everyone does what they're doing are away from him. Like
Yeah.
it's that newspaper is almost like a force field
barrier,
around him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When this goes up, no one makes noise.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
So then, what are you learning about fatherhood?
You
There's
have
a
to be
much.
scared of your father.
There's a
And
much.
honestly, those guys were the original fuckboys.
Yeah.
They were the original. I mean,
Yeah.
we were
My
talking about
father
this the other day. Like, I'm sorry, we were calling people out. Whose father doesn't have another child somewhere?
My dad, excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yo, I was about to tell you guys, my father has children in different countries
Yes.
in Africa. But you were talking about your father,
Yes.
who, by the way, is a special case if he does not have kids
He doesn't.
around the
I also
block.
feel he's Tanzanian. He doesn't count. So we were talking about Kenyans.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like a lot of our generation took cues from them.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, so it's just a lot
Yes.
of like, well, hey, our fathers used to do it.
Why not?
Plus, as long as, and that's why the mentality is, as long as I provide,
Yeah.
then
That's enough.
Yeah.
what's the issue?
Yeah.
What's the issue?
There's so much
Why
else.
you bothering me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Eh? See, the rent is paid. Yes.
Yes.
There's food. Yes. There's extra in the pantry. Yes.
Yeah.
Why are you bothering me? And that is a very big problem.
It was toxic then. It was really toxic.
Yeah.
Oof.
Because I don't know if I would do the same thing they used to do, like Sundays or whenever you're taking your kid to the bar to hang out with the other old guys.
yeah.
I don't know if I'll do the same thing now. You know?
You do know all we did was make it modern.
Bye.
I'm a single father, so basically I'm a weekend parent.
Yeah.
What that usually means is, what are my options? We will go to the car wash. It's no longer the bar.
Yes.
It's the car wash
Yes.
that
Yeah.
has a
Yeah.
playground.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the kids can go and play.
Yeah.
All I have to do is, in between watching my beloved Liverpool, I stand up and I'm like, yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
sit
yeah.
down and
Yeah.
we continue.
Yeah.
So all we did was evolve.
Yes.
Because our fathers only had bare bones.
Yeah.
It's a bar.
Is that bar?
That's
Yam chom?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all they need.
Yeah.
Now for us, we've evolved it. And that's a problem.
Oh wow.
Loki, if you were told go back to fuckboyhood or just have the love of this woman.
My advice to my son.
No, partner needs to close her ears.
No. But I'm just saying,
I
like,
have a very good answer.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My advice, what I'll tell my son
Or to other men or whatever.
or other men,
Yeah.
because I have a son, so what I'll tell my son is, until you're 30, fuck boy, just use condoms. Fuck boy, just use condoms. I do not believe men are capable of real relationships until they're 30. The reason I say this is because it takes a man 30 years of being alive for him to actually come into his own, for him to be able to define who he is. If you ask a 25-year-old man who he is, he'll tell you his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't even give yourself your name. So how do I define myself by names I didn't give myself? Right? I have to determine what exactly mean, in terms of virtues and vices, what mean the most to me. What are the vices I will never cross? Right? And what are the vices, we can bend the rules.
Yeah.
And what are the virtues I want to define me, such that when you think of me, when you think of the idea of Chim, it becomes Chim is this list of vices, this list of virtues. And until you're 30, the fuck do you know?
Yeah.
You spend 25 years of your life chasing after tail. And unless you win the genetic lottery and God blessed you, you will never be our Wafula Thundercock. You will never be, Wafula Thundercock is that nigga.
Yeah.
He's on the rugby team. He is big.
Yes.
And women worship that cock because they believe when it slaps his thigh, there's thunder. You dig?
Cock.
Yeah. So you will.
Wow.
I was never that. I was never that. And I used to chase after the women who were chasing after Wafula.
Yes.
Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck what did I know about relationships? The women I would get is simply because Wafula had them and dissed them, or Wafula had no interest in them. And the minute Wafula looked their way, they cheated. They cheated. I had to go through all of that, breaking hearts and having my heart broken and then breaking hearts. For me to finally get to a point where I realized, you know what, it's not so bad. I can survive. She can leave me and survive. I can survive. There's a reason why there are certain niggas who the wife or the girlfriend does something and the guy just goes berserk. It's like night and day. The switch was flipped. This guy is murdering people. It's because he never learned that this shit is just life. It will happen. You will be fine. You only truly get there when you get to 30. When you're between 25 and 30, that's now when you're done with uni, ideally, your career is beginning. You're cementing your foundation.
When you have money to hurt the women.
That's now what happens when you enter 30. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, bro. Between 25 to 30, you were busy trying to just get your foundation. And then your parents tell you, "Hey, nigga, bounce. You're on your own." Right? Then you had to go through, the spiral of, I have rent, I'm on my own now, I can drink myself into a stupor. Then you pick yourself up and say, okay, I don't want that to define me anymore. At 30 now, you're able to say, you know what, I'm 30. Okay, that's who I am. For the next, like we see with bankers, for the next 2-3 years, I'm just fucking around. Bankers I will repeat this. Bankers do this shit. They get to 30, they get their second or their third pay rise, and it's like, you know what? I'm just fucking. And they go on a tear. Right?
Interesting.
Then the nigga gets to 33 and says, or 32 and says, you know what? I don't want this anymore. That way, finally, when you have a good girl around you, you begin to appreciate her. The irony of all of this is, unfortunately, God has a sense of humor.
He does.
Sometimes you will meet the perfect girl when you're 27.
Yep. You already better. You already better.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe that there's ever any one.
Yeah.
We are too many on this earth. Like, statistically speaking, there's no one. You'll meet her, she'll go, have her heart broken, maybe get a kid or come back when she's damaged. And then you'll experience her and say, no, you're too damaged. And then you'll meet another. Another lesson, away from the irony. As a man, if you're looking to settle down, half your age plus 7.
Excuse me?
Half your age plus 7. If you're 30, half your age is 15. Add 7, that is 22.
Interesting.
So 22 is a flaw.
Okay.
So the youngest you'll do is 22.
Okay.
Begin to look at 22, 23, 24. Why? At 30, you're also beginning to develop. As we said, you're finding yourself as a man. Get a girl who's finding herself as a woman. At 22, 23, she's finding herself as a woman. Get her before she begins to realize, so kuna huu mjinga kona range anaweza nibeba, bora ni dinya rani. Okay. Get her before then. So you guys are forming yourselves at the same time.
This makes sense because Leonardo DiCaprio...
No, what he does is a bit messed up. Because as I said, half your age. Plus, if you're having fun, bro, she's fair game from 18.
Okay.
If you're just having fun, she's fair age from 18.
I think Leon is divided by 3.
That's what I'm saying. But he's only just having fun.
Yeah, because once she reaches 24, she knows herself.
Think about it. The woman that you are right now, would you just looking at who you are right now, looking at your past, at 22, would you have made a good wife for a man who's 22?
No.
A man who's 30?
No.
No, probably you would. A man who's 30, you'd have imprinted on him.
No, I would have been his slave or something.
No. Yo, why do women always say this? Why do women do this shit?
He would...
If he loves you, he's not going to make you a slave.
Hypnotize me and I'll just be,
What is love? Love is hypnosis.
Okay.
Long enough for you to have a baby. Long enough for you to build a bond where each of you says, you know what? I like who he is outside of the bullshit. I like who he is. Let's make a life together. That's all love is.
Yeah.
At 22, a nigga is 30. If you want to go out, he has the money.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Because think about it. When you say, I would be his slave, you're 22 years old, you're going out. Who's buying drinks?
Him.
It's not the niggas who are 25. It's the niggas who are 30.
But see, there's daddy's money and Mutesh's card.
Hey.
Okay, so look at it like this. That is your situation.
I get you, Chim. Yeah.
For most women, I'm 22 years old. the world, when you're 22, the world is your oyster.
Yeah.
All the men. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. All the men want to play, right? None of those men have your best interests at heart.
Yeah.
If you're with a guy who actually has your best interests at heart, he'll tell you, "Hey, babe, we are doing this bottle. We are not going to polish the bottle. We are doing it, we can carry it and go. We are doing this bottle with your friends. They can come with their guys. I don't care. My concern is you. I'm looking out for you." What is the alternative? You're 22 years old and you meet me. I want you and take you home. I'm taking you to a parking lot. We are done. One bam, thank you, mom. We are done.
Oh, wow.
Go back. True story.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the best is wait until you're 30-something.
Yeah.
Then you can settle down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your advice is, if you're going to be a fuckboy, but be a responsible.
safe.
Yeah,
Be
yes.
Yeah.
And don't expect her to bring condoms. Now,
Yes.
for the love of
No.
God, for the love of God, msisikize ujinga ya ati I am allergic to latex. Have you guys seen the latest HIV stats? Msee inapanda. Kwanza
Yeah, it's
Nyanza.
gone really
it's
high.
I know we're
Nyanza,
terrible because like
Western
other
and
countries, it's actually been going down. And we're the ones going. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
what the hell?
shooting up.
Yeah.
Also, you do know the demographic. The last time I checked, this is not from the latest. I can't speak for the latest, but the last time I checked, the demographics were young women and older men.
And older men, yeah.
So it's down to the sugar daddy phenomena.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have fun, but be safe.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
safe, guys.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Hey, today we have gone everywhere.
Hey, we've gone
Yeah.
everywhere.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but oh man, that was amazing,
It
yo.
was. It was.
Hey,
Thank you.
That was a
And
good
thank
one.
you so much for having me.
Dude.
Thank you for allowing me to just, I won't lie,
Yeah.
Mutesh, like Haika.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for allowing me to even just filter through my emotions
Please,
talking about
yes.
like, my mom.
You're welcome.
That's what
No,
we're here for.
actually that meant a lot. I was dithering like an idiot.
No
You
worries,
guys were
man.
very patient.
No.
Thank you.
No
You're
worries.
welcome.
Oh man, that
Thank
was
you.
amazing.
This is
yeah.
a safe space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks,
and
guys.
you're welcome anytime.
Yes.
So now it's you guys come on to our podcast.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yes, most
Yeah.
def.
Just to preface this,
Yes.
would you date a single mother?
I have.
Yeah, so I need both of you on our podcast.
Yeah.
We know how
I
this
had
conversation.
a good experience. So yeah, I don't mind. at
You
all.
did?
Yeah.
You are the exception.
Excuse me, I'm married.
Jesus Christ. Actually, today there must be a shooting star. I'm with two exceptions though.
Yes.
Then again, you don't get to define whether it's good. We need to talk to your husband.
He married me.
We don't know if you had a gun to his head.
I did. Yes. I did.
No, that would be amazing. Actually, yes, please actually remind us your podcast so that every single person who's listening,
Yes.
can you please go check them out?
Yeah.
It's The Crib Sheet on YouTube and Spotify. That is THE, The Crib, CRIB.
Yes.
SHEET, The Crib Sheet, where we have conversations na sio kwa ubaya.
Yes. And we will put that in the show notes as well. So
Yes.
they will find you nice and easily.
Thank
and they have
you.
no excuses
Yes.
for not subscribing. And for us, where are they finding us, Haika?
I mean, they can find us on Instagram.
Of course they can.
What are we
Yeah.
called on Instagram though?
Yeah,
We're
you've
called
forgotten.
Gen Y Podcast with Haika and Mutesh.
Yes, where else can
And then they
find
can find us on YouTube,
us?
Gen Y Podcast with Haika and Mutesh. And they can find us on TikTok,
Yes.
Gen Y Poddy,
Yes.
DDY, POWY.
Yes.
And they can find us on Gmail.
Yes, send us an email or some long form questions or stories. That's genwhypoddy@gmail.com. That's GENWHYPODDY@gmail.com.
Yes.
Awesome. That was actually really amazing. Thank you
Yes.
so much for coming through, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Dude.
Thank you for hanging
No
your
real talk,
heart.
thank you.
That was
Because
amazing. Yeah. Hey.
thank you. Thank you, Chim.
Yeah. Amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
And we will be back next week. Thank you guys for listening so much. Hey,
Yeah.
ratings.
Please
Yes.
give us a review
Yeah.
and please rate our show.
Shout us out, man.
Please, yeah.
Love to hear from you guys. Yeah. Yes, but do take care of yourselves. We'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and take care of your minds.
Peace.
Peace.